Imagine standing on the shores of a remote island, surrounded by towering stone statues that seem to whisper secrets of a forgotten world. What if these ancient giants hold the key to understanding a civilization that thrived in the heart of the Pacific Ocean, yet left behind mysteries that baffle us to this day? Welcome to the enigmatic world of ancient Polynesia, a place where legends intertwine with reality and where the past refuses to reveal all its secrets. In this video, we'll journey through 25 unexplained phenomena that continue to puzzle historians, archaeologists, and adventurers alike. From the iconic Moai of Easter Island to the undeciphered RONGORONGO Script, each mystery offers a glimpse into a culture rich in tradition, spirituality, and ingenuity. But these are not just stories of the past, they are windows into a world that challenges our understanding of human history. So, are you ready to uncover the secrets of ancient Polynesia? Stay with us because by the end of this video, you'll see the Pacific in a whole new light. Now, let's dive into the first of these ancient enigmas, the Moai of Easter Island. These towering stone statues, some standing as tall as 33 feet and weighing up to 80 tons, are among the most recognizable symbols of Polynesia. Carved from volcanic rock by the Rapa Nui people, the Moai are more than just impressive feats of engineering. They are a testament to a culture that thrived in isolation. But how were these massive statues moved across the island without modern machinery? This question has puzzled researchers for decades. Some believe the Rapa Nui used a system of ropes, wooden sledges, and sheer manpower to walk the statues upright, while others suggest they were transported horizontally on log rollers. The truth remains shrouded in mystery, adding to the allure of these ancient giants. Equally fascinating is the purpose behind the Moai. Many archaeologists believe they were created to honor ancestors, serving as a bridge between the living and the spiritual world. Others propose that the statues functioned as astronomical markers, aligning with celestial events to guide the islanders in their daily lives. Some even speculate that the Moai were symbols of power, representing the authority of specific clans or leaders. Despite these theories, no single explanation has been universally accepted, leaving the true purpose of the Moai open to interpretation. What we do know is that these statues are more than just stone. They are a window into the beliefs, skills, and ingenuity of a civilization that continues to captivate us. And as we move forward, the Moai remind us that some mysteries are meant to endure, challenging us to keep exploring and questioning the past. Now, shifting our focus to another captivating mystery, we turn to the RONGORONGO Script of Easter Island. This enigmatic writing system, discovered in the 19th century, is one of the few examples of written language in ancient Polynesia. Carved into wooden tablets, the RONGORONGO Script consists of intricate symbols and glyphs that have baffled researchers for over a century. Unlike the Moai, which stand as silent sentinels of the past, the RONGORONGO Script seems to whisper secrets of a lost civilization, if only we could understand its language. The discovery of the RONGORONGO tablets is as intriguing as the script itself. When European missionaries arrived on Easter Island in the 1860s, they found these tablets in the possession of the islanders who could no longer read them. This suggests that the knowledge of the script had been lost, perhaps due to the cultural upheaval and population decline that followed European contact. Today, only about 24 RONGORONGO tablets survive, making them rare and precious artifacts. Deciphering the RONGORONGO script has proven to be an immense challenge. Unlike other ancient writing systems, such as Egyptian hieroglyphs or Mesopotamian cuneiform, there is no Rosetta Stone for RONGORONGO, no bilingual text to provide a key to its meaning. The symbols themselves are highly stylized, resembling human figures, animals, and abstract shapes, but their exact meanings remain elusive. Some researchers believe the script may represent a form of proto-writing, used for recording genealogies, rituals, or even astronomical data. Others speculate that it could be a fully developed writing system, encoding complex ideas and stories. Adding to the mystery is the possibility that Rongorongo may be connected to other ancient scripts. Some scholars have noted similarities between Rongorongo glyphs and symbols found in South American cultures, such as the Inca. Could this suggest a link between Polynesia and the Americas long before European explorers arrived? While this idea is tantalizing, it remains unproven, leaving the Rongorongo script as one of the most enduring puzzles of ancient Polynesia. As we continue to explore these mysteries, the Rongorongo script stands as a reminder of the richness and complexity of Polynesian culture. It challenges us to keep searching for answers even when the path is unclear. And as we move forward, we'll uncover even more of the secrets that ancient Polynesia has left behind. Now, let's set sail into another remarkable mystery of ancient Polynesia, the extraordinary navigation techniques that allowed Polynesians to traverse the vast Pacific Ocean without the aid of modern tools. Imagine embarking on a journey across thousands of miles of open water, guided only by the stars, the waves, and the flight of birds. This was the reality for ancient Polynesian voyagers, whose mastery of the seas remains one of the most awe-inspiring achievements in human history. At the heart of Polynesian navigation was an intimate understanding of the natural world. The stars were their compass. Polynesian navigators memorized the positions of hundreds of stars, using them to chart their course across the ocean. They knew which stars rose and set at specific points on the horizon, allowing them to maintain direction even on cloudy nights. The North Star, for example, served as a fixed point in the northern sky, while the Southern Cross guided them in the southern hemisphere. But it wasn't just the stars, they also relied on the sun during the day, tracking its movement across the sky to determine their heading. The ocean itself was another vital guide. Polynesian navigators observed the patterns of waves and swells, which could indicate the presence of distant islands. They noticed how waves changed direction when they encountered land, creating subtle ripples that only a trained eye could detect. Even the color of the water provided clues. Darker shades often signaled deeper waters, while lighter hues hinted at shallows or reefs. By reading these natural signs, navigators could anticipate land long before it came into view. Birds, too, played a crucial role in Polynesian navigation. Certain species, like the frigatebird and the tern, were known to fly out to sea in the morning and return to land at night. By observing the direction of their flight, navigators could estimate the location of nearby islands. If a bird was spotted carrying food or nesting material, it was a sure sign that land was close. This deep connection to the natural world allowed Polynesians to navigate with astonishing precision, even in the vast expanse of the Pacific. Yet, one of the greatest mysteries surrounding Polynesian navigation is how this intricate knowledge was passed down through generations. Unlike written records, Polynesian navigation techniques were preserved through oral tradition. Master navigators, known as PWO, spent years training apprentices, teaching them to memorize star paths, wave patterns, and bird behaviors. This knowledge was often encoded in chants, stories, and songs, ensuring it could be remembered and shared. The challenge of preserving such detailed information without writing is a testament to the ingenuity and dedication of Polynesian culture. The legacy of Polynesian navigation continues to inspire awe and admiration. In recent decades, traditional voyaging canoes like the Hokula have been built and sailed using these ancient techniques, proving their effectiveness even in the modern era. These voyages not only honor the skills of the past, but also remind us of the incredible resilience and resourcefulness of the Polynesian people. As we marvel at their achievements, we're left with a profound question. How did a people with no written language or modern instruments conquer the largest ocean on Earth? The answer lies in their deep connection to the natural world and their ability to read its signs with unparalleled skill. And as we continue our journey through the mysteries of ancient Polynesia, we'll uncover even more of the secrets that made their civilization so extraordinary. Now, let's turn our attention to another fascinating enigma of ancient Polynesia. The Hamonga a Maui trilithon, a massive stone arch that stands as a testament to the ingenuity and spiritual depth of Polynesian culture. Located in Tonga, this imposing structure is often referred to as the Stonehenge of the Pacific, and for good reason. Its sheer size and precision have puzzled archaeologists and historians for centuries, leaving us to wonder about its purpose and the people who built it. The Hamonga a Maui consists of 3 colossal coral limestone slabs, each weighing several tons. 2 upright stones support a horizontal lintel, creating a monumental archway that rises over 13 feet high. The construction of such a massive structure without modern tools or machinery is a marvel in itself. How did the ancient Tongans transport and position these enormous stones with such precision? While the exact methods remain a mystery, it's believed that they used a combination of ropes, wooden rollers, and sheer manpower, showcasing their remarkable engineering skills. But the Hamonga a Maui is more than just an architectural feat, it's also steeped in cultural and astronomical significance. One of the most intriguing theories suggests that the trilithon was designed as an astronomical observatory. The structure is aligned in such a way that its upright stones point directly to the rising and setting positions of the sun during the solstices. During the summer solstice, the sun rises directly in line with one side of the arch, while during the winter solstice, it aligns with the opposite side. This alignment suggests that the Hamonga a Maui may have served as a calendar or a marker for important seasonal events, helping the ancient Tongans track the passage of time and plan their agricultural activities. The name Hamonga a Maui itself offers a clue to its mythological significance. In Polynesian legend, Maui is a demigod known for his incredible feats, including the creation of the islands and the capture of the sun. The trilithon is said to have been built by the 11th Tai Tonga, a powerful king who claimed descent from Maui. According to local law, the structure was erected to symbolize the unity of his sons, with the lintel representing the bond between them. This connection to Polynesian mythology adds a layer of spiritual meaning to the site, suggesting that it may have also served as a ceremonial or sacred space. Despite these theories, the true purpose of the Hamonga a Maui remains shrouded in mystery. Was it an astronomical tool, a ceremonial monument, or perhaps both? The lack of written records from the time makes it difficult to say for certain. What we do know is that this ancient structure stands as a powerful reminder of the sophistication and creativity of Polynesian culture. Its enduring presence invites us to ponder the knowledge and beliefs of the people who built it, and to marvel at their ability to create something so enduring and meaningful. As we continue our journey through the mysteries of ancient Polynesia, the Hamonga a Maui serves as a striking example of how the past continues to inspire and intrigue us. Its stones, weathered by time, still whisper stories of a civilization deeply connected to the stars, the seasons, and the myths that shaped their world. And as we explore further, we'll uncover even more of the secrets that make Polynesia's history so captivating. Now, let's journey to the Marquesas Islands, where the enigmatic tiki statues stand as silent guardians of a rich and mysterious past. These towering stone figures, carved with striking features and intricate details, are among the most iconic symbols of Polynesian culture. But who created them and what do they represent? The answers lie deep within the spiritual and cultural fabric of ancient Polynesia. The tiki statues are more than just works of art. They are embodiments of spiritual power and ancestral reverence. Carved from volcanic rock, these statues often depict human-like figures with exaggerated facial features, such as wide eyes, broad noses, and open mouths. These features are believed to represent the gods or deified ancestors, serving as physical manifestations of their presence. For the ancient Polynesians, the tiki statues were not merely decorative. They were sacred objects that connected the living with the divine. One of the most fascinating aspects of the tiki statues is their role in Polynesian spirituality. In many Polynesian cultures, the concept of mana, or spiritual energy, is central to their belief system. The tiki statues were thought to be imbued with this powerful energy, making them conduits between the human world and the realm of the gods. They were often placed in sacred spaces such as Mari temple grounds, where rituals and ceremonies were performed to honor the gods and seek their blessings. The statues were also believed to offer protection, warding off evil spirits and ensuring the prosperity of the community. The legends surrounding the tiki statues add another layer of intrigue to their story. According to some traditions, the statues were created by the first settlers of the Marquesas Islands, who brought with them the knowledge of carving and the spiritual practices associated with the tiki. Other legends suggest that the statues were carved by the gods themselves, who left them as gifts to guide and protect their descendants. These stories highlight the deep connection between the tiki statues and the spiritual identity of the Polynesian people. Yet, the mystery of their creation remains. How did the ancient Polynesians carve these massive statues with such precision using only stone tools? The process would have required not only immense skill but also a deep understanding of the materials and techniques involved. Some researchers believe that the statues were carved directly from the rock face, while others suggest that they were transported from quarries to their final locations. The exact methods used remain a subject of debate, adding to the allure of these ancient masterpieces. The tiki statues also reflect the cultural diversity of Polynesia. While they are most commonly associated with the Marquesas Islands, similar statues can be found throughout the Pacific, each with its own unique style and significance. This widespread presence suggests that the tiki tradition was a shared cultural practice, adapted and reinterpreted by different Polynesian communities. It's a testament to the interconnectedness of Polynesian cultures and their shared spiritual heritage. As we stand before these ancient statues, we are reminded of the enduring legacy of Polynesian creativity and spirituality. The tiki statues are not just relics of the past, they are living symbols of a culture that continues to inspire and captivate us. Their silent presence invites us to explore the mysteries of their creation, the depth of their meaning, and the stories they have to tell. And as we move forward in our exploration of ancient Polynesia, we'll uncover even more of the secrets that make this region's history so profoundly fascinating. Now, let's turn our attention to one of the most intriguing mysteries of ancient Polynesia, the sudden disappearance of the Lapita people. Known as the ancestors of modern Polynesians, the Lapita culture once thrived across the Pacific, leaving behind a legacy of intricate pottery, advanced seafaring skills, and a network of settlements that stretched from Papua New Guinea to Samoa. Yet, around 2,500 years ago, this vibrant culture seemingly vanished from the archaeological record. What happened to the Lapita people, and how did their disappearance shape the Polynesian world we know today? The Lapita culture is often described as the founding civilization of the Pacific. Their distinctive pottery, adorned with intricate geometric patterns, serves as a key marker of their presence across the region. These artifacts not only reveal their artistic sophistication, but also provide clues about their daily lives, trade networks, and social structures. The Lapita were master navigators, using their knowledge of the stars, winds, and currents to explore and settle remote islands. Their voyages laid the groundwork for the Polynesian expansion that would follow, making them pioneers of the Pacific. But around 500 BC, the Lapita culture began to fade. Archaeological sites show a decline in pottery production, and their settlements appear to have been abandoned or transformed. This sudden shift has puzzled researchers for decades. One theory suggests that the Lapita people didn't disappear but rather evolved. As they settled new islands and adapted to different environments, their culture may have changed in ways that made their earlier traditions less recognizable. Over time, their pottery-making skills might have been replaced by other forms of artistic expression, or their social structures could have shifted to meet new challenges. Another possibility is that the Lapita people merged with other groups, creating a blended culture that incorporated elements from both. Genetic studies of modern Polynesians show a strong connection to the Lapita, supporting the idea that their descendants are still among us. However, the exact process of this cultural transformation remains unclear. Did the Lapita people gradually adopt new practices, or was their disappearance the result of a more dramatic event, such as environmental changes or conflicts with neighboring groups? Environmental factors may have played a significant role in the Lapita's decline. Around the time of their disappearance, the Pacific region experienced shifts in climate, including changes in sea levels and weather patterns. These changes could have disrupted their trade networks, made certain islands uninhabitable, or forced them to adapt their way of life. For a culture so deeply connected to the ocean, even small environmental shifts could have had profound consequences. The legacy of the Lapita people is undeniable. Their pioneering voyages and cultural innovations laid the foundation for the Polynesian societies that followed. While their disappearance remains a mystery, their influence can still be seen in the traditions, languages, and navigational skills of modern Polynesians. The Lapita remind us that history is not always a straight line. It's a complex web of change, adaptation, and continuity. As we continue our journey through the mysteries of ancient Polynesia, we'll uncover more about how the Lapita's descendants carried forward their legacy, shaping the vibrant cultures that continue to thrive across the Pacific today. Now, shifting our focus to Samoa, we encounter another fascinating enigma of ancient Polynesia, the Pulumalei Mound. This massive structure, often referred to as the Pyramid of the Pacific, stands as the largest ancient monument in Polynesia. Located on the island of Savaii, the Pulumalei Mound is a stepped platform mound, rising approximately 12 meters high and covering an area of nearly 65 by 60 meters. Its sheer size and precision have left archaeologists and historians in awe, sparking countless questions about its purpose and the people who built it. The Pulumalei Mound is believed to have been constructed between 1,000 and 1,500 years ago, during a time when Samoan society was undergoing significant changes. The mound's design, with its terraced levels and central platform, suggests it may have served as a ceremonial site or a place of great importance to the community. Some researchers propose that it was used for religious rituals, possibly as a gathering place for chiefs and priests to conduct ceremonies honoring the gods or ancestors. Others speculate that it could have been a center of political power, a place where leaders made decisions and asserted their authority over the surrounding region. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Pulumalei Mound is its alignment with the surrounding landscape. The structure is positioned in a way that suggests a deep understanding of astronomy and the natural environment. Some theories propose that the mound was aligned with celestial events such as solstices or equinoxes, allowing it to function as a kind of ancient observatory. This connection to the heavens would have added a layer of spiritual significance to the site, reinforcing its role as a sacred space. Despite its grandeur, the Pulumalei Mound was eventually abandoned, leaving behind a mystery that continues to puzzle researchers. Why did such a monumental structure fall into disuse? One possibility is that changes in Samoan society led to a shift in priorities, with new forms of governance or religious practices replacing the need for such a site. Environmental factors such as volcanic activity or changes in climate may have also played a role, making the area less suitable for habitation or ceremonial use. Over time, the mound was reclaimed by the jungle, its purpose and significance fading into legend. Today, the Pulumalei Mound stands as a testament to the ingenuity and ambition of ancient Polynesian builders. Its construction required not only advanced engineering skills but also a deep connection to the land and the cosmos. While its exact purpose remains a mystery, the mound offers a glimpse into the spiritual and political life of ancient Samoa, reminding us of the rich cultural heritage that continues to shape the Pacific. As we move forward in our exploration of ancient Polynesia, we'll uncover more about how structures like the Pulamalai Mound reflect the beliefs, values, and aspirations of the people who built them, leaving behind a legacy that still captivates us today. Now, let's journey to the heart of Polynesian spirituality as we explore the sacred stones of Tapu Tapu Waitea. Located on the island of Raiatea, this ancient Mari complex is one of the most significant religious sites in the Pacific. Known as the birthplace of Polynesian culture, Tapu Tapu Waitea holds a profound spiritual importance that transcends time and geography. The Mari, or temple, served as a central hub for both religious ceremonies and navigational knowledge, making it a cornerstone of Polynesian identity. The Mari complex is composed of large stone platforms and upright stones, meticulously arranged to create a sacred space. These stones are not just architectural features, they are symbols of connection between the physical and spiritual worlds. For the ancient Polynesians, Tapu Tapu Waitea was a place where the gods and ancestors were honored, where rituals were performed to ensure prosperity, protection, and guidance. It was believed that the stones themselves held mana or spiritual power, making the site a conduit for divine energy. One of the most fascinating aspects of Tapu Tapu Waitea is its role as a center of navigation. Polynesian voyagers who traveled vast distances across the open ocean considered Raiatea a spiritual and navigational focal point. The Mari was not only a place of worship but also a gathering site for navigators to share knowledge, perform rituals for safe voyages, and seek blessings from the gods. Legends tell of how the stones were aligned with celestial bodies, serving as a guide for sailors who relied on the stars to navigate the Pacific. This dual role as a religious and navigational center highlights the deep connection between spirituality and survival in Polynesian culture. The legends surrounding Tapu Tapu Waitea are as captivating as the site itself. One prominent myth tells of the god Oro, who is said to have descended from the heavens to establish the Mari as a place of worship. According to tradition, Oro's presence at Tapu Tapu Waitea brought unity among the Polynesian people, fostering a shared cultural and spiritual identity. Rituals performed at the Mari often involved offerings of food, chants, and dances, all designed to honor the gods and maintain harmony between the human and divine realms. Despite the passage of centuries, Tapu Tapu Waitea remains a living testament to Polynesian heritage. In recent years, efforts have been made to preserve and restore the site, ensuring that its spiritual and cultural significance endures for future generations. Today, it is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a testament to its enduring importance not just to Polynesia, but to the world. As we reflect on the sacred stones of Tapu Tapu Waitea, we are reminded of the profound ways in which ancient Polynesians intertwined their spiritual beliefs with their daily lives and extraordinary achievements. This sacred site stands as a powerful reminder of the resilience, ingenuity, and deep connection to the natural and spiritual worlds that defined Polynesian culture. And as we continue our journey through the mysteries of ancient Polynesia, we'll uncover even more about how these sacred spaces shaped the lives and legacies of the people who built them. Now, let's turn our attention to a mystery that might seem small in scale, but holds enormous significance in understanding Polynesian history: the mystery of the Polynesian chickens. These birds, which played a vital role in ancient Polynesian society, are more than just a source of food. They are a key piece of the puzzle in tracing the migration and settlement patterns of the Polynesian people across the vast Pacific Ocean. The origins of Polynesian chickens have long intrigued scientists and historians. Genetic studies have revealed that these chickens are closely related to those found in Southeast Asia, particularly in regions like the Philippines and Indonesia. This discovery supports the theory that the ancestors of the Polynesians brought chickens with them as they migrated eastward across the Pacific, using their advanced navigational skills to settle remote islands. The presence of chickens on these islands not only provided a sustainable food source but also served as a cultural marker, connecting distant communities through shared traditions and practices. One of the most fascinating aspects of this mystery is the evidence found on archaeological sites. Chicken bones discovered in places like Tonga and Samoa date back over 3,000 years, making them some of the earliest evidence of Polynesian settlement. These findings suggest that chickens were not just a later addition to Polynesian culture, but were integral to the survival and expansion of these early seafaring communities. The birds were likely kept for their eggs, meat, and feathers, which were used in ceremonial attire and other cultural practices. But the story of Polynesian chickens goes beyond their practical uses. Genetic research has also shed light on the broader implications of their presence. By studying the DNA of these ancient chickens, scientists have been able to trace the migration routes of the Polynesians with greater accuracy. The genetic similarities between Polynesian chickens and those in Southeast Asia provide strong evidence for the out-of-Taiwan hypothesis, which suggests that the Polynesians originated from Taiwan and gradually spread across the Pacific over thousands of years. This connection highlights the incredible journey of both the people and their animals, who together navigated some of the most challenging environments on Earth. Interestingly, the mystery deepens when we consider the absence of chickens in certain parts of Polynesia. For example, chickens were not present in New Zealand when the Maori arrived, despite their widespread presence in other Polynesian islands. This raises questions about the challenges of transporting animals across such vast distances and the adaptability of these early settlers. It also underscores the complexity of Polynesian migration, which was not a uniform process but a series of interconnected journeys shaped by environmental and cultural factors. As we piece together the story of Polynesian chickens, we gain a deeper appreciation for the ingenuity and resilience of the ancient Polynesians. These birds were more than just livestock. They were companions on an epic voyage, symbols of survival, and markers of cultural identity. Their legacy continues to inform our understanding of Polynesian history, offering clues about how these remarkable people explored and settled one of the most remote regions on the planet. And as we move forward in our exploration of ancient Polynesia, we'll uncover even more about the ways in which these early societies thrived in harmony with their environment. Now, let's journey into the realm of myth and celestial wonder as we explore the legend of Hina, the moon goddess, a figure deeply woven into the fabric of Polynesian spirituality and cosmology. Hina's story is not just a tale of divine power, but also a reflection of how ancient Polynesians understood the natural world and their place within it. Hina is revered across Polynesia as a goddess associated with the moon, fertility, and the rhythms of life. Her legend varies slightly from island to island, but a common thread runs through all versions: her connection to the lunar cycles. In many stories, Hina is said to have ascended to the moon, where she now resides, casting her gentle light over the oceans and guiding the people below. This connection to the moon was not merely symbolic, it was practical. The Polynesians, master navigators of the vast Pacific, relied heavily on the moon and stars to chart their courses across the open sea. Hina's presence in the night sky served as both a spiritual guide and a navigational aid, embodying the harmony between the divine and the earthly. One of the most captivating aspects of Hina's legend is her role in the creation of time and seasons. The phases of the moon, which she governs, were used by Polynesians to mark the passage of time, determine the best periods for planting and harvesting, and plan their voyages. The waxing and waning of the moon were seen as reflections of Hina's power and her ability to influence the natural world. This deep connection between the moon and daily life highlights the Polynesians' profound respect for the cycles of nature and their belief in the interconnectedness of all things. Hina's story also reveals much about Polynesian spirituality. She is often depicted as a compassionate and nurturing figure, embodying the qualities of care and protection. In some versions of the myth, Hina is said to have left the earth after growing weary of the struggles of mortal life, seeking solace in the moon. This act of ascension symbolizes a transition from the physical to the spiritual realm, a theme that resonates deeply in Polynesian cosmology. The moon, with its ever-changing yet constant presence, became a symbol of endurance, renewal, and the eternal nature of the soul. The legend of Hina also underscores the Polynesians' advanced understanding of astronomy. By observing the moon's movements, they were able to predict tides, navigate vast distances, and align their lives with the rhythms of the cosmos. This knowledge was passed down through generations, often in the form of chants, stories, and rituals that honored Hina and her celestial domain. These traditions not only preserved practical knowledge but also reinforced the spiritual connection between the people and the heavens. As we reflect on the legend of Hina, we see how it encapsulates the essence of Polynesian culture, a blend of practicality and spirituality, of earthly needs and celestial aspirations. Her story reminds us that for the ancient Polynesians, the natural world was not something to be conquered but something to be understood, respected, and revered. And as we continue our exploration of Polynesia's mysteries, we'll uncover even more about how these remarkable people found meaning and guidance in the world around them. Now, let's dive beneath the waves to uncover one of the most enigmatic wonders of the Pacific, the underwater structures of Nan Madol. Located off the coast of Pohnpei, this ancient city is often referred to as the Venice of the Pacific, a sprawling complex of stone platforms, canals, and ruins that seem to rise from the ocean floor. But what makes Nan Madol truly fascinating is not just its scale or its beauty. It's the mystery of how and why it was built, and what it might reveal about the connections between Polynesian cultures and the wider Pacific world. Nan Madol is a marvel of engineering constructed from massive basalt columns, some weighing several tons, stacked and arranged with remarkable precision. These stones were transported from quarries miles away, a feat that would have required immense effort and coordination. The city itself is built on a series of artificial islets connected by a network of canals, creating a labyrinthine layout that has puzzled archaeologists for decades. How did the ancient builders achieve such a monumental task without modern tools or technology? And what purpose did this city serve? Theories about Nan Madol's purpose are as varied as they are intriguing. Some believe it was a ceremonial center, a place where rulers and priests conducted rituals and governed their people. Others suggest it may have been a hub of trade and commerce, connecting Pohnpei to other islands in the region. There are even those who speculate that Nan Madol had a spiritual or astronomical significance, with its structures aligned to celestial events or designed to honor the gods. The truth, however, remains elusive, shrouded in the mists of time and the depths of the ocean. One of the greatest challenges in studying Nan Madol is its underwater environment. Much of the city lies submerged, making it difficult for archaeologists to explore and document its ruins. The ocean's currents, tides, and salt water have also taken their toll on the structures, eroding the stone and obscuring the details of its construction. Despite these obstacles, researchers continue to piece together the story of Nan Madol, using advanced technologies like sonar mapping and underwater drones to uncover its secrets. What makes Nan Madol even more intriguing is its potential connection to Polynesian culture. While Pohnpei is part of Micronesia, the similarities between Nan Madol and other Polynesian sites, such as the Mari of Tahiti or the stone platforms of Tonga, suggest a shared cultural heritage. Could Nan Madol be evidence of a broader network of ancient Pacific civilizations, linked by trade, migration, or shared beliefs? The answer to this question could reshape our understanding of Polynesian history and its place in the wider world. As we explore the mysteries of Nan Madol, we're reminded of the ingenuity and resilience of the ancient peoples who built it. Their ability to create such a complex and enduring structure in the face of immense challenges speaks to their deep connection to the land and sea. And as we continue to uncover the secrets of this sunken city, we may find new insights into the rich and interconnected history of the Pacific. Next, we'll turn our attention to another fascinating aspect of Polynesian culture, the ancient art of tattooing, a tradition steeped in symbolism and spirituality. Now, shifting our focus from the sunken marvels of Nan Madol, let's explore a living art form that has left an indelible mark on Polynesian culture, the ancient tradition of tattooing. For centuries, tattoos have been more than just body art in Polynesia. They are a profound expression of identity, spirituality, and social status. The intricate patterns and designs tell stories, convey lineage, and connect individuals to their ancestors and the natural world. But where did this tradition begin, and what secrets do these tattoos hold? The origins of Polynesian tattooing are as mysterious as they are ancient. While the exact beginnings are lost to time, archaeological evidence and oral traditions suggest that tattooing has been a central part of Polynesian culture for over 2,000 years. The tools used were simple yet effective sharpened bone or shell combs attached to wooden handles, dipped in natural pigments made from soot or plant extracts. The process was not just physical but deeply spiritual, often accompanied by rituals, chants, and prayers to invoke protection and blessings from the gods. Each tattoo design carries layers of meaning, with patterns and motifs that vary across different Polynesian islands. In Samoa, the traditional tattoo features bold geometric designs that symbolize courage, strength, and community ties. In the Marquesas, tattoos often depict intricate spirals and animal motifs, representing connections to nature and the spirit world. And in Hawaii, the cacao tradition includes symbols that tell personal stories or mark significant life events. These tattoos were not merely decorative, they were a language of their own, communicating identity, achievements, and spiritual beliefs. The process of receiving a traditional tattoo was no small feat. It was often a rite of passage, a test of endurance and resilience. The pain was seen as a necessary part of the journey, a way to prove one's strength and commitment to their community. For many, the experience was transformative, marking the transition from adolescence to adulthood or signifying a new role within the tribe. The tattoo artist, or tufuga, held a revered position, seen as a bridge between the physical and spiritual realms. Their skill and knowledge were passed down through generations, ensuring the survival of this sacred art form. But the symbolism of Polynesian tattoos goes beyond the individual. They also reflect a deep connection to the land, the ocean, and the cosmos. Many designs incorporate elements like waves, sharks, or stars, symbolizing the forces of nature and the balance between humans and their environment. These tattoos were not just personal adornments, they were a way to honor the gods, protect against evil spirits, and ensure harmony within the community. Today, Polynesian tattooing continues to thrive, blending ancient traditions with modern techniques. While the tools and methods have evolved, the cultural significance remains as strong as ever. For many Polynesians, tattoos are a way to reclaim their heritage, celebrate their identity, and keep their ancestors' stories alive. And for those outside the culture, they serve as a powerful reminder of the richness and depth of Polynesian history. As we reflect on the artistry and meaning behind Polynesian tattoos, we're reminded of the enduring power of tradition. These tattoos are more than skin deep. They are a living link to the past, a testament to the resilience and creativity of the Polynesian people. Next, we'll delve into another captivating legend of Polynesia, the story of Moai, the demigod who fished up the islands and shaped the world as we know it. Now, as we turn our attention from the artistry of Polynesian tattoos, let's journey into the realm of myth and legend, where the extraordinary feats of a demigod shape the very land beneath our feet. The story of Moai, the trickster hero of Polynesian mythology, is one of the most beloved and enduring tales in the Pacific. Known for his cleverness, strength, and boundless curiosity, Moai is credited with creating the Polynesian islands, a feat that has captivated generations and continues to inspire awe. According to legend, Moai was no ordinary figure. Born with supernatural abilities, he was both a protector and a mischief maker, often using his powers to benefit humanity. One of his most famous exploits involves the creation of the islands themselves. The story goes that Moai, while fishing with his brothers, used a magical fishhook to pull up enormous landmasses from the depths of the ocean. These landmasses became the islands of Polynesia, scattered like jewels across the vast Pacific. But this wasn't just a tale of physical creation. It was a story deeply rooted in the Polynesian worldview, reflecting their understanding of the natural world and their place within it. The legend of Moai fishing up the islands is more than just a fantastical story. It's a reflection of Polynesian cosmology. For the Polynesians, the ocean was not just a body of water but a living entity teeming with life and mystery. Maui's act of pulling islands from the sea symbolized humanity's ability to harness the forces of nature, to bring order out of chaos, and to create a home in the midst of the unknown. It also highlighted the interconnectedness of all things land, sea, and sky, and the delicate balance that sustains life. Maui's story also underscores the importance of ingenuity and resourcefulness, qualities that were essential for survival in the remote and often harsh environments of the Pacific. His cleverness in tricking his brothers into helping him, his bravery in facing the unknown, and his determination to succeed despite the odds all resonate deeply with Polynesian values. These traits were not just admired, they were seen as vital for navigating the challenges of life both on land and at sea. The legend of Moai also carries spiritual significance. In many versions of the story, Maui's actions are guided by the gods, who provide him with the tools and knowledge he needs to accomplish his tasks. This reflects the Polynesian belief in divine intervention and the idea that humans are not alone in their struggles. The gods are ever present, offering guidance and support to those who seek it. Maui's story, therefore, serves as a reminder of the importance of faith, humility, and respect for the divine. Today, the legend of Moai continues to hold a special place in Polynesian culture. It is told and retold in songs, dances, and oral traditions, keeping the spirit of the demigod alive. His story is a source of pride and inspiration, a testament to the creativity and resilience of the Polynesian people. And for those who hear it, it offers a glimpse into a world where the boundaries between myth and reality blur, where the extraordinary is possible, and where the legacy of the past continues to shape the present. As we reflect on the legend of Moai, we're reminded of the power of storytelling to connect us to our roots and to the world around us. Maui's tale is not just a story of creation. It's a celebration of human potential, a tribute to the forces of nature, and a reminder of the enduring bond between people and place. Next, we'll explore another fascinating aspect of Polynesian ingenuity, the mystery of their voyaging canoes, which enabled them to traverse the vast Pacific and settle its far-flung islands. Now, as we shift our focus from the legendary feats of Moai, let's set sail into the remarkable world of Polynesian voyaging canoes. These vessels were not just boats, they were masterpieces of ancient engineering, designed to conquer the vast and unpredictable Pacific Ocean. The Polynesians, with their unparalleled navigational skills, relied on these canoes to explore and settle islands scattered across thousands of miles of open water. But how did they build such advanced vessels, and what made them so uniquely suited for long-distance travel? Let's dive into the mystery. The construction of Polynesian voyaging canoes was a feat of ingenuity and precision. Unlike the single-hulled canoes used for shorter trips, these voyaging canoes were double-hulled, consisting of two parallel hulls connected by a sturdy platform. This design provided stability in rough seas, allowing the canoes to withstand the powerful waves and winds of the Pacific. The hulls themselves were crafted from large, hollowed-out logs, often from breadfruit or koa trees, which were lightweight yet incredibly durable. The process of shaping these logs into seaworthy vessels required immense skill and knowledge, passed down through generations of master builders. But the brilliance of these canoes didn't stop at their construction. The sails, made from woven pandanus leaves, were designed to catch the wind efficiently, propelling the canoes across vast distances. The rigging system was equally sophisticated, allowing sailors to adjust the sails quickly in response to changing weather conditions. This adaptability was crucial for navigating the unpredictable Pacific, where storms could arise without warning. The canoes were also equipped with outriggers, smaller floats attached to the sides, which added extra stability and prevented capsizing in rough waters. What truly sets these canoes apart, however, is the mystery of their advanced engineering. How did the Polynesians, without the use of metal tools or written blueprints, design and build vessels capable of crossing thousands of miles of open ocean? The answer lies in their deep understanding of the natural world and their ability to innovate with the resources available to them. Every aspect of the canoe, from the shape of the hulls to the placement of the sails, was meticulously calculated to maximize speed, stability, and endurance. This knowledge was not written down but preserved through oral traditions and hands-on training, ensuring that each new generation of builders and sailors could continue the legacy. The voyaging canoes were more than just tools for exploration. They were lifelines for the Polynesian people. These vessels enabled the settlement of remote islands, the exchange of goods and ideas, and the preservation of cultural connections across vast distances. The ability to navigate the open ocean with such precision and confidence is a testament to the Polynesians' mastery of their environment. It's a mystery that continues to captivate historians and archaeologists who are still uncovering the secrets of these remarkable vessels. As we marvel at the ingenuity of Polynesian voyaging canoes, we're reminded of the incredible achievements of ancient civilizations. These canoes were not just a means of transportation. They were symbols of human resilience, creativity, and the unyielding spirit of exploration. Next, we'll turn our attention to another fascinating mystery, the ancient petroglyphs of Hawaii, which offer a glimpse into the daily lives and beliefs of the Polynesian people. Now, as we leave the waves behind and step onto the shores of Hawaii, we encounter a different kind of mystery etched into the very rocks of the islands. The petroglyphs of Hawaii are more than just ancient carvings. They are a window into the lives, beliefs, and stories of the Polynesian people who once called these islands home. Scattered across lava fields and hidden in remote locations, these enigmatic symbols have puzzled archaeologists and historians for decades. What do they mean, and what can they tell us about the daily lives and spiritual practices of ancient Hawaiians? Let's uncover the secrets of these silent storytellers. The petroglyphs, known as ki pohoku in Hawaiian, are intricate carvings made by chipping away at the surface of volcanic rock. They depict a wide range of images, from human figures and animals to geometric patterns and abstract symbols. Some of the most common motifs include depictions of canoes, which likely reflect the importance of voyaging in Polynesian culture, and stick figures that may represent ancestors or deities. Other carvings show turtles, fish, and birds, all of which held significant cultural and spiritual meaning for the Hawaiians. These images were not randomly chosen. Each one carried a message, a story, or a connection to the natural and supernatural world. Interpreting these carvings, however, is no easy task. Unlike written languages, petroglyphs do not follow a clear set of rules or symbols. Their meanings are often open to interpretation, shaped by the cultural context in which they were created. For example, a simple spiral might represent the cycle of life and death, while a series of dots could symbolize stars or celestial navigation. Some petroglyphs are believed to mark sacred sites or commemorate important events such as births, deaths, or battles. Others may have served as maps, guiding travelers to water sources or safe passages across the rugged terrain. The challenge lies in piecing together these fragments of history without the benefit of a written record. One of the most intriguing aspects of Hawaiian petroglyphs is their connection to Polynesian mythology. Many of the carvings are thought to depict gods, demigods, and legendary figures from Hawaiian folklore. For instance, carvings of human figures with exaggerated features may represent the god Ku, associated with war and protection, or Lono, the god of fertility and agriculture. These depictions were not merely artistic expressions, they were a way of honoring the gods and seeking their favor. The petroglyphs also reflect the Hawaiians' deep connection to the land and sea, embodying their respect for the natural world and its spiritual significance. Despite their beauty and cultural importance, the petroglyphs face numerous challenges today. Exposure to the elements, vandalism, and urban development have threatened many of these ancient sites. Efforts to preserve and protect them are ongoing, but the work is complex and often underfunded. Archaeologists and cultural practitioners are working together to document the petroglyphs and ensure that their stories are not lost to time. Modern technology, such as 3D scanning, has provided new tools for studying these carvings without damaging them, offering hope for their preservation and interpretation. As we reflect on the petroglyphs of Hawaii, we are reminded of the power of art to transcend time and language. These carvings are more than just historical artifacts. They are a testament to the creativity, spirituality, and resilience of the Polynesian people. They invite us to imagine the lives of those who came before us and to appreciate the rich cultural heritage they left behind. Next, we'll turn our attention to another captivating legend, the story of Pele, the fiery goddess of volcanoes, and her enduring influence on Hawaiian culture and spirituality. Now, as we shift our focus from the silent stories etched in stone to the fiery tales of creation and destruction, we enter the realm of Pele, the volcano goddess of Hawaii. Pele is one of the most powerful and revered figures in Polynesian mythology, embodying both the creative and destructive forces of nature. Her legend is deeply intertwined with the volcanic landscapes of Hawaii, where her presence is said to be felt in every eruption, every flow of lava, and every new island born from the sea. But who is Pele, and why does her story continue to captivate and inspire? According to Hawaiian tradition, Pele is the daughter of Haumea, the earth goddess, and Kane Milohai, the creator god. She is said to have traveled across the Pacific, searching for a home where she could create and shape the land. Her journey was marked by both triumph and tragedy as she clashed with her siblings and faced the challenges of her fiery nature. Eventually, Pele found her place in the Hawaiian Islands, where she made her home in the crater of Kilauea, one of the world's most active volcanoes. Here, she continues to shape the land, her fiery breath giving birth to new earth and her anger unleashing rivers of molten rock. Pele's legend is not just a tale of natural phenomena, it is a reflection of the Polynesian worldview, where the natural and supernatural are deeply connected. For the ancient Hawaiians, volcanoes were not just geological features, they were sacred spaces, the dwelling places of gods and spirits. Pele's eruptions were seen as expressions of her emotions, her joy, her sorrow, and her wrath. Offerings of flowers, food, and chants were made to appease her, and her favor was sought for protection and prosperity. Even today, many Hawaiians honor Pele, leaving offerings at the edge of the crater and respecting the land she governs. The story of Pele also highlights the duality of creation and destruction, a theme central to Polynesian spirituality. While her eruptions can bring devastation, they also create new land, fertile soil, and opportunities for renewal. This balance is reflected in the Hawaiian concept of pono, or harmony, which emphasizes the importance of living in balance with the natural world. Pele's legend serves as a reminder of the power and unpredictability of nature, urging respect and reverence for the forces that shape our world. Pele's influence extends beyond mythology into art, dance, and storytelling. The hula, a traditional Hawaiian dance, often tells stories of Pele's adventures and her interactions with other gods and mortals. Chants and songs celebrate her power and beauty, while her image is depicted in carvings, paintings, and other forms of art. These cultural expressions keep her legend alive, passing it down through generations and ensuring that her story remains a vital part of Hawaiian identity. As we explore the legend of Pele, we are reminded of the enduring power of myth to explain the mysteries of the natural world and to connect us to the spiritual forces that shape our lives. Her story is not just a tale of fire and lava. It is a testament to the resilience, creativity, and spirituality of the Polynesian people. Next, we'll turn our attention to another fascinating mystery, the ancient Polynesian star compass and its role in guiding voyagers across the vast Pacific Ocean. Now, as we leave the fiery tales of Peel behind, let's set our sights on the stars specifically. The ancient Polynesian star compass, a remarkable tool that guided voyagers across the vast and unpredictable Pacific Ocean. This celestial navigation system is one of the most fascinating mysteries of ancient Polynesia, showcasing the ingenuity and deep connection to the natural world that defined Polynesian culture. The Polynesian star compass was not a physical object like the compasses we use today. Instead, it was a mental map, a sophisticated understanding of the night sky that allowed navigators to determine their position and direction with astonishing accuracy. By memorizing the rising and setting points of key stars, as well as the patterns of ocean swells, wind directions, and the behavior of birds, Polynesian navigators could traverse thousands of miles of open water without the aid of modern instruments. At the heart of this system was the concept of the star compass, which divided the horizon into 32 cardinal points, each associated with specific stars or constellations. Navigators would use these points as reference markers, aligning their course with the stars that rose or set in particular directions. For example, the star Hoculaire, known to Western astronomers as Arcturus, was a crucial guide for voyages between Hawaii and Tahiti. By tracking its position, navigators could maintain their course even when clouds obscured the sky. But how did the Polynesians develop such an advanced system? This remains one of the great mysteries of ancient Polynesia. Unlike other ancient civilizations, the Polynesians left no written records of their navigation techniques. Instead, their knowledge was passed down orally from generation to generation, through chants, stories, and hands-on training. This oral tradition ensured that the secrets of the star compass were preserved, but it also means that much of what we know today comes from the accounts of modern navigators who have revived these ancient practices. The role of the star compass in Polynesian exploration cannot be overstated. It enabled the Polynesians to settle some of the most remote islands on Earth, from Hawaii in the north to New Zealand in the south, and Easter Island in the east. These voyages were not just feats of navigation, they were acts of courage and faith as Polynesian sailors ventured into the unknown with only the stars and their knowledge of the natural world to guide them. What makes the Polynesian star compass even more remarkable is its adaptability. Navigators could adjust their course based on changing conditions, using the stars in combination with other natural signs. For instance, the flight patterns of seabirds often indicated the proximity of land, while the color and temperature of the ocean provided clues about currents and weather patterns. This holistic approach to navigation reflects the Polynesian worldview, which saw humans as deeply connected to the natural world and its rhythms. Today, the legacy of the Polynesian star compass lives on in the revival of traditional voyaging. Modern navigators, using the same techniques as their ancestors, have successfully recreated ancient voyages, proving the effectiveness of this ancient system. These journeys are not just about preserving the past, they are a testament to the enduring wisdom and ingenuity of the Polynesian people. As we marvel at the mystery of the Polynesian star compass, we are reminded of the incredible achievements of ancient navigators who mastered the art of celestial navigation. Their story is a powerful reminder of humanity's ability to explore, adapt, and thrive in even the most challenging environments. Next, we'll turn our attention to the sacred sites of Tahiti, where the spiritual and cultural heart of Polynesia continues to beat. Now, as we shift our focus from the celestial wonders of the Polynesian star compass, let's step onto the sacred ground of Tahiti, where the Moai ancient temples. stand as enduring symbols of Polynesian spirituality and community. These sacred sites were far more than just places of worship. They were the heart of Tahitian culture, where religion, politics, and daily life intertwined in profound ways. The Moai of Tahiti were carefully constructed using large stone platforms, often surrounded by upright stones or wooden structures. Each Moai was dedicated to a specific god or ancestor, reflecting the Polynesian belief in the interconnectedness of the spiritual and physical worlds. The largest and most important Moai, such as Moai Arahurahu, served as centers for major ceremonies and gatherings where chiefs and priests would communicate with the gods and seek their guidance. One of the most fascinating aspects of these sacred sites is their role in Polynesian rituals. Ceremonies at the Moai often involved offerings of food, flowers, and other precious items, as well as chants and dances performed to honor the gods. These rituals were not just acts of devotion, they were also a way to reinforce social hierarchies and community bonds. For example, the investiture of a new chief would take place at a Moai with elaborate ceremonies that affirmed his authority and connection to the divine. The construction of a Moai was itself a sacred act requiring the participation of the entire community. Stones were carefully selected and transported, often over great distances, and the placement of each stone was guided by spiritual beliefs. The orientation of the Moai was also significant, with many aligned to celestial events such as solstices or the rising of certain stars. This alignment highlights the deep connection between Polynesian religion and their understanding of the natural world. But the Moai were not just places for solemn rituals, they were also spaces for celebration and storytelling. Festivals held at these sites brought communities together, featuring feasts, music, and dances that celebrated Polynesian myths and legends. These gatherings were a vital part of Tahitian culture, preserving traditions and passing down knowledge from one generation to the next. Today, many of these sacred sites have been restored, offering a glimpse into the rich spiritual heritage of Tahiti. Visiting a Moai is a powerful experience as you stand on the same stones where ancient Polynesians once gathered to honor their gods and ancestors. These sites remind us of the enduring legacy of Polynesian culture, where the sacred and the everyday were deeply intertwined. As we reflect on the Moai of Tahiti, we are reminded of the profound role these sacred sites played in shaping Polynesian society. They were not just places of worship but centers of community, culture, and connection to the divine. Next, we'll dive into the legend of the Taniwha, a mythical water creature that holds a special place in Polynesian folklore. Now, as we leave the sacred Moai of Tahiti behind, let's dive into the shimmering waters of Polynesian folklore, where the legend of the Taniwha awaits. This mythical water creature, often described as a guardian or a fearsome beast, holds a special place in the stories and beliefs of Polynesian cultures. The Taniwha is more than just a creature of myth. It embodies the deep connection between Polynesians and the natural world, particularly the oceans, rivers, and lakes that sustain their lives. In many Polynesian traditions, the Taniwha is seen as a protector of certain waterways, watching over the people who live nearby. These creatures are often associated with specific locations, such as rivers, caves, or coastal areas, and are believed to have the power to bring both blessings and danger. For example, a Taniwha might ensure a bountiful fishing season or protect a village from harm, but it could also unleash its wrath if disrespected or provoked. This duality reflects the Polynesian understanding of nature as both nurturing and unpredictable, a force to be respected and revered. The stories of the Taniwha vary across Polynesia, with each culture adding its own unique twists to the legend. In some tales, the Taniwha takes the form of a giant serpent or a shark-like creature, while in others, it might resemble a dragon or even a whale. These variations highlight the rich diversity of Polynesian storytelling, where myths are shaped by the local environment and the experiences of the people who tell them. What remains consistent, however, is the Taniwha's role as a symbol of the power and mystery of water, a vital element in Polynesian life. The taniwha also serves as a moral figure in many stories, teaching lessons about respect, humility, and the consequences of human actions. For instance, tales often warn against polluting or disrespecting sacred waterways, as this could anger the taniwha and bring misfortune to the community. These stories were not just entertainment, they were a way to pass down important cultural values and environmental wisdom from one generation to the next. In this way, the taniwha became a guardian not only of physical spaces but also of the moral and spiritual well-being of the people. Interestingly, the taniwha is not always seen as a solitary creature. Some legends describe entire families or communities of taniwha living together in underwater realms or hidden caves. These stories often emphasize the interconnectedness of all living things, a core belief in Polynesian cosmology. The taniwha, in this sense, becomes a reminder of the delicate balance between humans and nature and the need to live in harmony with the world around us. Today, the legend of the taniwha continues to resonate in Polynesian culture, inspiring art, literature, and even modern environmental movements. The taniwha's enduring presence in these stories reminds us of the timeless wisdom embedded in Polynesian myths, where the natural world is not just a resource but a living, spiritual entity. As we move forward, we'll explore another fascinating mystery of Polynesia, the origins of the sweet potato and its surprising implications for ancient Polynesian voyages. Now, shifting our focus from the mythical waters of the taniwha, let's turn our attention to a mystery rooted in the soil, the Polynesian sweet potato. This humble tuber, known as kumara in many Polynesian languages, holds a surprising secret that has puzzled historians and archaeologists for decades. How did a crop native to South America find its way to the remote islands of Polynesia long before European explorers arrived? This question has sparked intense debates and opened up fascinating possibilities about ancient Polynesian voyages and their connections to distant lands. The sweet potato is believed to have originated in the Andes region of South America, where it was cultivated by indigenous peoples for thousands of years. Yet, by the time European explorers reached Polynesia in the 16th century, the sweet potato was already a staple crop across many islands from Hawaii to New Zealand. This raises a compelling question. Did Polynesians and South Americans make contact before Columbus set foot in the Americas? The evidence suggests they might have. One theory proposes that Polynesian voyagers, renowned for their incredible navigational skills, sailed eastward across the Pacific and reached the coast of South America. There, they could have encountered local communities, exchanged goods, and brought the sweet potato back to Polynesia. This idea is supported by linguistic clues. The word kumara is strikingly similar to the Quechua word kumar, used by Andean peoples to describe the sweet potato. Such similarities hint at a shared history that transcends vast oceanic distances. However, not all scholars agree. Some argue that the sweet potato could have spread naturally, carried by ocean currents or birds without any human intervention. Others suggest that the crop might have been introduced to Polynesia by later European explorers, though this theory struggles to explain its widespread presence and cultural significance in Polynesia long before European contact. The debate remains unresolved, with each side presenting compelling arguments and evidence. Adding to the intrigue, recent genetic studies of sweet potato varieties have revealed a complex history of cultivation and dispersal. These studies suggest that the sweet potato underwent significant changes as it spread across the Pacific, adapting to new environments and evolving into distinct regional varieties. This genetic diversity points to a long history of interaction between Polynesians and the crop, further fueling the mystery of its origins. The sweet potato's journey is more than just a botanical curiosity. It's a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of ancient Polynesians. Whether through daring voyages or natural processes, the presence of the sweet potato in Polynesia highlights the interconnectedness of ancient cultures and the remarkable ways in which they shaped the world around them. As we continue to unravel this mystery, we're reminded of the enduring legacy of Polynesian exploration and their profound impact on the history of the Pacific. With this tantalizing puzzle still unsolved, let's now turn to another enigmatic figure in Polynesian folklore, the Menehune, a race of skilled builders whose legends continue to captivate and mystify. Now, as we leave the intriguing mystery of the sweet potato behind, let's step into the realm of Hawaiian folklore, where tales of the Menehune have fascinated generations. These legendary figures, often described as a race of small, incredibly skilled builders, are said to have constructed some of the most impressive ancient structures found across the Hawaiian Islands. But who were the Menehune, and what truths lie behind their enduring legends? According to Hawaiian tradition, the Menehune were a mysterious people, standing no taller than a child, yet possessing extraordinary strength and craftsmanship. They were said to work only at night, completing massive projects in a single evening. Among their most famous feats is the Menehune fish pond on Kauai, an intricate stone structure designed to trap fish, and the Alikoko fish pond, which locals believe was built by the Menehune in just one night. These structures, still standing today, are marvels of ancient engineering, raising questions about the true origins of their builders. The legend of the Menehune has sparked debates among historians and archaeologists. Some suggest that the Menehune may have been an early group of settlers in Hawaii, perhaps the first Polynesians to arrive on the islands. Over time, their memory could have been transformed into myth, blending history with folklore. Others propose that the Menehune were entirely mythical, created to explain the construction of impressive structures that seemed beyond the capabilities of ordinary humans. Adding to the mystery, some researchers point to similarities between the Menehune and other small-statured peoples mentioned in Polynesian legends across the Pacific. Could the Menehune have been part of a broader cultural memory shared among different island groups, or were they a unique Hawaiian invention born from the imagination of storytellers? The answers remain elusive, but the stories of the Menehune continue to captivate, offering a glimpse into how ancient Hawaiians understood their world and its history. What makes the Menehune particularly fascinating is their dual role in Hawaiian culture. On one hand, they are celebrated as master builders, their skills immortalized in the stone structures that dot the islands. On the other, they are often portrayed as mischievous tricksters, playing pranks on humans or disappearing when confronted. This blend of reverence and humor reflects the complexity of Hawaiian folklore, where the line between myth and reality is often blurred. As we explore the legend of the Menehune, we're reminded of the power of storytelling to preserve history, even when the details become shrouded in mystery. Whether the Menehune were real people, mythical beings, or a combination of both, their legacy endures in the ancient structures they are said to have built and the stories that continue to be told about them. With this enigmatic tale still lingering in our minds, let's now turn to another intriguing mystery, the sacred stones of Kauai, where celestial alignments and spiritual significance intertwine. Now, shifting our focus to the lush landscapes of Kauai, we encounter another captivating mystery, the sacred stones scattered across the island. These enigmatic structures, often arranged in precise formations, have long been a source of fascination and reverence. But what purpose did they serve, and how do they connect to the spiritual beliefs of ancient Polynesians? The sacred stones of Kauai are more than just random rock formations. Many of these structures are believed to have been carefully placed to align with celestial events, such as the solstices and equinoxes. This suggests that the ancient Polynesians had a deep understanding of astronomy, using the stones as markers to track the movements of the sun, moon, and stars. Some researchers propose that these alignments were used to create calendars, helping communities plan agricultural activities and religious ceremonies. Beyond their astronomical significance, the stones also hold spiritual importance. In Polynesian culture, stones were often seen as vessels of mana or spiritual energy and were used in rituals to connect with the gods and ancestors. The sacred stones of Kauai may have served as altars or gathering places for such ceremonies, where offerings were made and prayers were spoken. This blend of practical and spiritual uses highlights the ingenuity and depth of Polynesian traditions. One of the most intriguing theories about these stones is their potential connection to navigation. Some researchers suggest that the alignments could have been used to guide voyagers, acting as landmarks or directional markers for those traveling between islands. If true, this would further underscore the advanced knowledge and skills of ancient Polynesians, who relied on the stars and natural landmarks to navigate vast stretches of the Pacific Ocean. Yet, despite the many theories, the true purpose of the sacred stones remains shrouded in mystery. Were they purely functional, serving as tools for astronomy and navigation, or did they hold a deeper, more symbolic meaning, reflecting the spiritual worldview of the people who built them? The answers may lie in the stories and traditions passed down through generations, offering glimpses into the beliefs and practices of ancient Polynesia. As we ponder the significance of these stones, we're reminded of the intricate relationship between the natural world and human spirituality. The sacred stones of Kauai stand as silent witnesses to a time when the heavens and the earth were deeply intertwined in the lives of the people who called these islands home. With this thought in mind, let's now turn our attention to another marvel of Polynesian ingenuity: the double-hulled canoes that enabled their remarkable voyages across the Pacific. Now, as we set sail into the next chapter of Polynesian mysteries, we turn our attention to one of the most remarkable feats of ancient engineering: the double-hulled canoes. These vessels were not just boats, they were the lifeblood of Polynesian exploration, enabling voyages across thousands of miles of open ocean. But how did these canoes come to be, and what secrets lie in their design? The double-hulled canoe, known as a wā kolua in Hawaiian, was a marvel of ingenuity. Unlike single-hulled boats, these canoes featured two parallel hulls connected by a sturdy platform. This design provided exceptional stability, allowing them to withstand the unpredictable waves of the Pacific. The hulls themselves were crafted from carefully selected trees, often hollowed out using fire and stone tools, a process that required immense skill and precision. The result was a vessel that could carry people, supplies, and even livestock across vast distances. But the true genius of these canoes lay in their ability to harness the power of the wind. Equipped with triangular sails made from woven pandanus leaves, they could travel swiftly and efficiently, even against strong currents. Polynesian navigators used their deep knowledge of the stars, ocean swells, and bird behavior to guide these canoes across the open sea. It's no exaggeration to say that without these vessels, the settlement of remote islands like Hawaii, New Zealand, and Easter Island might never have happened. What makes the double-hulled canoe even more fascinating is the mystery surrounding its origins. How did ancient Polynesians develop such advanced maritime technology without the aid of modern tools or written records? Some researchers believe the design evolved over centuries, refined through trial and error. Others suggest that the knowledge was passed down through oral traditions, with master navigators teaching the next generation the intricacies of canoe building and navigation. The role of these canoes extended beyond exploration. They were also central to Polynesian culture, serving as symbols of unity and connection between islands. Ceremonial canoes, often elaborately decorated, were used in rituals and festivals, reinforcing the bonds between communities. In many ways, the double-hulled canoe was more than a tool. It was a testament to the resilience and resourcefulness of the Polynesian people. Yet, despite their significance, many questions remain. How did these canoes endure the harsh conditions of the Pacific? What techniques were used to ensure their durability? And how did Polynesians manage to navigate such vast distances with such precision? These mysteries continue to captivate researchers and enthusiasts alike, offering a glimpse into the extraordinary achievements of ancient Polynesia. As we reflect on the legacy of the double-hulled canoe, we're reminded of the courage and ingenuity that defined Polynesian exploration. These vessels were more than just boats, they were the bridges that connected islands, cultures, and generations. With this in mind, let's now journey to our next mystery, where we'll explore the legend of the Rainbow Warrior and its enduring message of peace and unity. Now, as we shift our gaze from the remarkable engineering of the double-hulled canoes, we find ourselves drawn to a story that transcends the physical and touches the spiritual, the legend of the Rainbow Warrior. This myth, deeply rooted in Polynesian culture, is more than just a tale. It's a powerful symbol of peace, unity, and the enduring connection between humanity and nature. The Rainbow Warrior is said to be a celestial figure, a guardian who bridges the realms of the earth and the heavens. According to the legend, this warrior appears during times of great need, bringing harmony and balance to the world. Often depicted with a radiant aura of colors, the Rainbow Warrior embodies the idea that diversity and unity can coexist, much like the colors of a rainbow blending seamlessly into one another. This imagery resonates deeply with Polynesian values, which emphasize community, cooperation, and respect for the natural world. In many Polynesian traditions, the Rainbow Warrior is also seen as a protector of the environment. This reflects the deep reverence Polynesians have for the land and sea, viewing them not as resources to be exploited but as sacred entities to be cherished. The legend serves as a reminder that humanity's survival depends on living in harmony with nature, a lesson that feels increasingly relevant in today's world. The cultural significance of the Rainbow Warrior extends beyond mythology. It has inspired modern movements and organizations, such as the environmental group Greenpeace, which named its flagship vessel the Rainbow Warrior in honor of this Polynesian legend. This connection highlights how ancient stories can continue to influence and inspire contemporary efforts to protect the planet and promote peace. But what makes the Rainbow Warrior truly fascinating is its universality. While the legend originates in Polynesia, its themes of unity, peace, and environmental stewardship resonate across cultures and time periods. It's a testament to the enduring power of storytelling and the ways in which myths can transcend their origins to speak to the shared human experience. As we reflect on the legend of the Rainbow Warrior, we're reminded of the values that have guided Polynesian culture for centuries, values that emphasize connection, balance, and respect for all living things. These principles continue to inspire, offering a timeless message of hope and unity in an often divided world. With this in mind, let's now turn our attention to the final mystery in our journey, the Great Polynesian Migration. How did these intrepid explorers navigate the vast Pacific, and what drove them to undertake such perilous voyages? The answers lie ahead as we uncover the secrets of one of humanity's greatest adventures. As we step into the final chapter of our exploration, we arrive at one of the most awe-inspiring mysteries of ancient Polynesia, the Great Polynesian Migration. This incredible journey, spanning thousands of miles across the vast Pacific Ocean, stands as a testament to human ingenuity, courage, and the unyielding spirit of exploration. But how did the Polynesians achieve this monumental feat? And what drove them to venture into the unknown? One of the most compelling theories revolves around their unparalleled navigation skills. Unlike other ancient seafarers, the Polynesians relied on a deep understanding of the natural world to guide them. They used the stars as their compass, tracking the positions of constellations to determine direction. Ocean currents, wave patterns, and even the behavior of birds provided crucial clues about nearby land. This intricate knowledge, passed down through generations, allowed them to traverse the open ocean with remarkable precision. Environmental factors also played a significant role in shaping this migration. Around 2,000 years ago, changes in climate and sea levels may have created new opportunities and challenges for the Polynesians. Rising populations on smaller islands could have driven them to seek new lands, while shifting wind patterns might have made certain voyages more feasible. Some researchers suggest that these environmental shifts acted as a catalyst, pushing the Polynesians to explore and settle distant islands. But beyond the practical reasons, there were also cultural and spiritual motivations behind this migration. For the Polynesians, the ocean was not just a barrier but a pathway, a realm filled with both danger and possibility. Their voyages were often guided by a sense of destiny, a belief that their ancestors had charted these routes before them. Legends spoke of great explorers who had ventured into the unknown, and these stories inspired new generations to follow in their footsteps. The act of migration itself became a sacred journey, a way to honor their heritage and expand their connection to the world. The scale of this migration is staggering. From the islands of Samoa and Tonga, the Polynesians spread eastward, reaching as far as Hawaii, Easter Island, and even New Zealand. Each new settlement required not only incredible navigational skill, but also the ability to adapt to unfamiliar environments. They brought with them their knowledge of agriculture, fishing, and boat building, creating thriving communities in some of the most remote corners of the world. Yet, despite our growing understanding of this migration, many questions remain. How did they maintain their cultural identity across such vast distances? What challenges did they face along the way, and how did they overcome them? And perhaps most intriguingly were their earlier voyages that we have yet to uncover. These mysteries continue to captivate researchers and enthusiasts alike, reminding us of the enduring legacy of the Polynesian people. As we reflect on the great Polynesian migration, we're left with a profound sense of admiration for these ancient explorers. Their journeys were not just about finding new lands, but about forging connections between people, cultures, and the natural world. It's a story of resilience, innovation, and the unbreakable human spirit, one that continues to inspire us today. And with that, we conclude our journey through the 25 unexplained phenomena of ancient Polynesia. From the towering Moai of Easter Island to the celestial legend of the Rainbow Warrior, each mystery offers a glimpse into a culture rich in history, spirituality, and wonder. These stories remind us that the past is not just a collection of facts, but a living, breathing tapestry of human experience. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more historical mysteries. Until next time, keep exploring. As we bring our journey through the mysteries of ancient Polynesia to a close, it's impossible not to marvel at the depth and richness of this incredible culture. From the enigmatic Moai of Easter Island to the celestial navigation techniques that guided Polynesian voyagers across the vast Pacific, each phenomenon we've explored offers a unique window into a world shaped by ingenuity, spirituality, and an unyielding connection to the natural world. These 25 unexplained mysteries are more than just historical curiosities. They are testaments to the resilience, creativity, and profound wisdom of the Polynesian people. The stories we've uncovered remind us that history is not just a series of events, but a living, breathing narrative filled with questions that continue to inspire curiosity and wonder. Why were the Moai built, and how were they moved? What secrets does the undeciphered RONGORONGO script hold? How did the Polynesians master the art of navigation without modern tools? These questions and so many others invite us to keep exploring, to keep seeking answers, and to appreciate the enduring legacy of a culture that thrived in some of the most remote corners of the world. As we reflect on these mysteries, we're reminded that the past is not just something to be studied, it's something to be felt, to be experienced. The legends of Maui, the sacred sites of Tapu-Tapu-Waitea, and the intricate tattooing traditions all speak to a culture deeply rooted in storytelling, spirituality, and a profound respect for the world around them. These are not just stories of the past, they are stories that continue to resonate with us today, offering lessons in resilience, innovation, and the power of human connection. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Which of these 25 phenomena fascinated you the most? Do you have a theory about the disappearance of the Lapita people or the purpose of the Pulumele Mound? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your insights might just spark the next great discovery. And if you enjoyed this journey through the mysteries of ancient Polynesia, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an adventure into the past. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep uncovering the stories that connect us all.